Okay, so the first thing that you want to do is cut 2 strips of tape of your inside color. This is going to be the inside of your wallet, so you won't really see this part. So I'm overlapping one over the other to make it 3 1/4 inches tall. You can also make it 3 inches tall, but I like to make mine 3 1/4. So then what you want to do is cut 2 strips of 8-inch tape of your outside color, and this is just going to finish our little billfold piece here. And you can line up your design if you want to, but I chose not to. And yeah, you just want to cut 2 strips again that are 8 inches long. Now what you want to do is cover up the sticky by lining up the bottoms and just letting it fall back and just cover up the stickiness and leave a little tab so you can fold it over, and then fold the little piece in half so it has a nice crease. Moving on to the hidden pockets, you want to cut 4 strips of tape that are 3 3/4 inches long. This is going to be on the inside, so you're really not going to see this at all. But you could do like clear tape or gray tape or any other tape you want. You don't have to do it like your special colors. So you want to cut 4 of your inside colors and then 4 of your outside colors that are 3 3/4 inches long. And then to make the hidden pockets, you're just going to do it exactly like you do your billfold piece. So you're going to overlap one over the other to make it 3 1/4 inches tall. Then getting your outside pieces, you're just going to line up the bottoms, let it fold over, then get a little tab on the front and fold that onto one of the sides of your wallet. And make sure you fold it onto the trim. And do the same thing with the other side. Then what you want to do is cut 6 strips of tape of your outside color and 7 strips of tape of your trim color. You can use your hidden pocket as a guide. I do not cut 6 of my trim color because I forgot another piece, but just ignore that. So I'm getting my inside color and my pattern color and making a card pocket by just putting the sticky sides together. Like so. You probably already know how to make a card pocket, but it's pretty simple. Then to trim the pockets, you want to cut the strip in half, and this is 4 pieces in total. And you want to trim the pocket by lining it up on your cutting board and only trimming 2 millimeters and then folding it back. And since I ran out of tape, I'm just going to get the other piece, another trim piece, rip it in half, and just put half of it onto the card pocket and then press the other half onto my hidden pocket and line it up so that it's on the top and it's even. Here is where I cut another piece right there. It's also 3 3/4 inches tall. And you want to trim your ID slot so it's the size of a card. You could just get your school ID or something and just measure it and cut around it. And now I'm trimming my ID slot and find the straight side, and instead of folding it over, you're just going to get your card pocket that you did not trim and just fold it over. This is going to make the side and entering ID, and then I'm taking the other trimmed piece and I'm just going to fold this little piece down, and you just want to trim this side, the left side, and cut it and make sure that you cut it small so that when you fold it over you won't see it on the other side. And then I'm getting 2 of my pattern colors that I did not use, and I'm just going to use that to put down the front pockets in my other pocket. This way you won't see a black line randomly there. So like that. And cut off any extra sticky if you ever need to. Then taking my pattern collar, I'm going to cut a piece that's 3 1/4 inches tall, which is the size of my actual wallet, and I cut 3 1/2 for no reason. So yeah, but you just want to overlap it onto the inner part of the hidden pocket and make sure it's 2 millimeters overlapped and kind of fold it over like this. And since I cut more, I have to cut it off. But you just want to line it on the side, if you can see there. And I just trimmed the extra 2 millimeters from there. And for the ID, you want to cut above the pocket and then kind of bring it down like that, and then you just want to fold it over. So you should have that. Now what I'm going to do is cut 2 more strips of tape that are 8 inches long of my billfold, and just like I did in the beginning, I'm going to overlap it to make it 3 1/4 inches tall. Remember, this is going to be 8 inches. And then I'm going to cut 2 strips of 9-inch tape of my pattern color. And this is going to be on the outside, so remember that if you want to line it up, then just line it up. And I placed my little sheet kind of in like a square shape, so when I fold back the pieces, there will be stickiness on all 4 sides. And you want to cut corners on all of them and fold over the trim. And since this trim is really small, you can like run your nail against it and it'll like if you do it the wrong way, it'll make it like a ruffle. And that's actually kind of good because it makes it stick longer. And then I'm just gonna cut corners on the sides too. And I didn't have a ruler with me, so I just took an envelope and I just placed it on there, and I did work with it a little bit and I was able to cut a nice straight line like that. The last step is to get your piece and put it onto that piece and then fold over the stickiness on all 3 sides. And try to fix it if you need to, especially on the ID. And fold over the bottom and you have your nice little piece. Now you're going to cut on top of the card pockets. Do it however way you want to. You can do it in like angles or whatever. I just do it straight. And cut the hidden pockets and the ID as well. And that is your finished wallet. It has 4 card pockets, a side entering ID, 2 hiddens, and a billfold, and it's really thin and really nice. So enjoy your wallet.